Nobody saw this coming. Two rival WNBA stars, each forging her own path in a league that's only just waking up to its commercial power, joined forces in a move that has Nike scrambling and fans buzzing. Imagine the biggest name in women's basketball quietly reaching out to a rising role player, not for on-court chemistry, but to rewrite the endorsement playbook forever. In just 3 years, the WNBA has shifted from a niche league to a broadcast juggernaut. ESPN's regular season games now average 1.19 million viewers, a 170% increase over 2023, and 22 individual matchups cracked the 1 million viewer mark. ABC's 2024 All-Star Game drew 3.44 million viewers, 305% more than the previous year, and NBA TV more than quadrupled its WNBA audience, airing its 13 most-watched games ever. The postseason boom has been equally dramatic. WNBA playoff games averaged 1.1 million viewers, 139% higher than the prior year, marking the most-watched postseason in 25 years. Behind this surge, social media engagement exploded too, with WNBA hashtags generating tens of millions of impressions weekly and highlights regularly trending on major platforms. Fans packed arenas in record numbers. Total 2024 attendance hit 2.35 million, up 48% from 2023, at an average of 9,807 fans per game, up from 6,615, and the league recorded 154 sellouts. Expansion teams joined the frenzy. Newcomer Golden State Valkyries sold 10,000 season tickets before debut. Brands raced to stake their claims. In October 2024, Nike extended its uniform and apparel rights through 2037 across the NBA, WNBA, and G League, securing the league's growth for another 12 seasons. Beyond uniforms, Nike has launched signature lines for Aja Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, and Caitlin Clark, invested equity in the WNBA itself, and backed nationwide youth clinics that reach over 50,000 girls annually. In this high-velocity environment, every clutch shot and highlight reel is now marketing gold. Sponsors demand more than one-off deals. They seek multi-year partnerships, athlete-owned equity, and signature product lines that ride the league's upward trajectory. As WNBA viewership and engagement continue to break records, brands are rewriting their playbooks to lock in long-term value. When Caitlin Clark was drafted number 1 overall by the Indiana Fever on April 15, 2024, it didn't just mark the start of her professional career, it set off a bidding war among top brands. 2 days later, on April 17th, Nike confirmed an 8-year, $28 million deal that includes a signature shoe silhouette slated for release in spring 2026, annual base compensation of roughly $3.5 million, royalties on each shoe sold, and equity stake in the project. This isn't just the richest endorsement ever for a WNBA player. It rivals some of the biggest shoe deals in sports history. Clark's deal eclipses the previous women's basketball high watermark by more than twice as much, signaling that companies now see female athletes as long-term brand pillars rather than one-off spokespeople. Off the court, Clark's market impact has been off the charts. Her Fever jersey sold out within hours of her debut announcement, and her social media channels boast over 5 million combined followers, giving brands direct access to an engaged, rapidly growing fan base. By pairing signature-level compensation with ownership upside, Nike has essentially bet that Clark's cultural resonance and her ability to drive merchandise sales and social engagement will fuel sustained revenue streams well beyond her playing days. In the world of women's sports endorsements, that's a paradigm shift. On paper, Sophie Cunningham's resume reads like a reliable Swiss Army knife rather than a headline grabber, and that's exactly why brands have largely stuck to modest deals. After starring at Missouri, 17.0 points per game, 5.4 rebounds per game, 3.0 assists per game over 129 starts, she was selected 13th overall by Phoenix in 2003-2019. Over 6 WNBA seasons, she's averaged 7.7 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game while shooting 36.1% from 3. In September 2024, Phoenix inked her to a 1-year extension, keeping her through 2025, on a deal valued at roughly $120,000 in base salary, a standard second-round contract figure for a role player. Off the court, Cunningham's endorsement earnings hover around $250,000 per year. Her current partnerships include Adidas, primary footwear sponsor since 2022. Quest Nutrition protein bar campaign launched September 2024. Dupforis, Mad Hippie, the skincare collaboration announced early 2025. Ring, home security deal signed June 2025, estimated $100,000 value. Despite these steady streams, she has no signature shoe, no equity stake, and no multi-year marquee deal. A stark contrast to Clark's 8-figure pact. Yet Cunningham's star power surged dramatically after a viral on-court incident in March 2025. Protecting teammate Caitlin Clark earned her an ejection, a $400 fine, and 500,000 new TikTok followers in 24 hours. Her Fever jersey sales jumped 350% within 2 days, yet major brands have so far limited their commitments to single campaign deals. In a league where the top talent commands signature lines and equity partnerships, Cunningham remains a top-ranked role player, paid like one and promoted like one, despite proving she can electrify fans and lift merchandise numbers when given the spotlight. In late May, insiders revealed that Caitlin Clark quietly seeded a 6-figure investment into Sophie Cunningham's next venture, a limited edition capsule of custom basketball gear co-branded under both their names. Dubbed the CNC Clinic series, the collection includes 2 signature basketballs featuring Clark's Scorched Earth logo and Cunningham's 3-point mark, a high-performance shooting sleeve with built-in analytic sensors developed by a Phoenix startup, a limited-run Phenom Moments jersey, blending Clark's Fever Red, and Cunningham's Mercury Black all-net proceeds are earmarked for funding Cunningham's summer clinics across Phoenix area high schools, targeting underprivileged players who lack access to elite training. Clark's camp handled design and initial production costs, reportedly covering 100% of the $250,000 first-run expense, and partnered with a local manufacturer in Arizona to keep logistics lean. No formal announcement came from Nike or Team PR. Instead, Clark's team sent Cunningham a simple text, "Let's build something together." That low-key approach shattered the expectation that superstars only pursue one-off deals. By transforming a potential solo endorsement into a shared enterprise, Clark not only amplified Cunningham's profile, but also set a precedent for peer-driven collaborations, turning 2 individual brands into a joint force with real community impact. Nike executives are reportedly reassessing their endorsement strategies after the Clark-Cunningham initiative proved the power of joint storytelling. Recent industry data shows that co-branded campaigns can drive up to 45% higher engagement compared to single athlete spots, with audiences responding strongly to authentic narratives and shared values. Across women's sports, sponsorship spending is projected to surpass $1.3 billion in 2024, up from $900 million just 2 years earlier, as brands seek more meaningful connections beyond logo placement. In this environment, a dual-athlete partnership offers distinct advantages. Broader reach taps into both rookie-driven social audiences and veteran fan bases simultaneously. Story depth. Fans invest in underdog meets icon arcs, boosting emotional resonance and shareability. Shared investment. Brands can leverage equity-style deals that align athlete and corporate incentives, reducing one-and-done campaigns. Sponsor United reports that nearly 500 brands now offer equity stakes to their endorsers, recognizing that shared upside fosters long-term commitment and co-creation. In practical terms, a Nike campaign featuring both Clark's record-breaking momentum and Cunningham's community impact could unlock higher merchandise sales, amplified press coverage, and deeper sponsor loyalty, outcomes far beyond what a solo silhouette launch achieves. With these metrics in hand, marketers are asking, why invest in one superstar when 2 voices can multiply cultural impact? Expect more co-branded lines, joint media appearances, and equity-based partnerships across the WNBA and beyond, as brands pivot from isolated sponsorships to collaborative playbooks. This isn't a one-off goodwill gesture, it marks the start of a paradigm shift in women's sports. By pooling their platforms, Clark and Cunningham have shown that financial success and genuine solidarity can go hand in hand, fostering initiatives that directly benefit players and communities. Imagine dozens of future camps funded by Clinic Series revenue, new mentorship programs backed by co-branded ventures, and a league culture where stars routinely invest in peers, elevating everyone's profile and opportunities. Expanded youth outreach, 5-figure grants for high school programs each season, directly underwritten by athlete partnerships. Player-led startups, equity-backed businesses spearheaded by WNBA talent, from merchandise lines to training apps that share profits league-wide. Strengthen league unity, a network effect where each collaborative success encourages others, creating a multiplier that amplifies the WNBA's commercial and cultural footprint.